G20 summit the following week, where all the countries in the world, they came in because your own president is selling your oil. So you don't even have oil in your country. Even if Dangote owns the oil, he's not even sharing with Nigerians. What's happening now? You also have issues in terms of hunger, or is it hunger in your country? Okay? You won't be able to manage it. Even your president said, if I want to make you hungry, I can make you hungry. I can also make sure that your grandchildren and your great-grandchildren suffer. Huh? And then you're saying South Africa, this. We are okay. We're irrespective of what Trump is doing or whatsoever. We can balance our own economy. We know how to balance our own economy. We don't need Muzungus to balance our own economy. You know what Muzungus did? They taught us what economy is, how to manipulate the economy. And I have said it, and I said it on Friday, to say, when you look at Africa is bragging to South Africa, calling us names and whatsoever. But at the end of the day, we own your financial system. All our 4 commercial banks are in your African countries. Are you aware of that? Are you aware of that, Wood? We do your trades and trading. You only do local transactions. You don't even own SWIFT. You use our SWIFT messaging facility in order to make international transactions. So it shows that your country, as you speak as if it's big, it has nothing. We help you as Africans to make sure that you survive. We export a whole lot of things. You import nothing. You can fart, you can defecate. It is the truth, you lose. You are so stupid. You don't know we own your financial system. Fucking idiots.
Go to do that promo and do that shit.
Why catching head
would have exposed what these people were saying about the march, how the police and the military were treating them. But those cameras, footages somehow disappeared. So that's where I'm coming from, guys, honestly. And the girl, I believe, like, she has every right to share her own opinion, but at the same time, you just have to first check your safety. She honestly is in the wrong country to be saying all those things, because in Nigeria, it's not like someone will protect you. Even their senators, they only protect themselves. Can you imagine people who will go to an extreme whereby they don't, the government doesn't own ambulances, but the politicians have ambulances in their own personal yard for themselves. Uguti, when something comes up, they have an ambulance that will quickly take them to the hospital, but that facility is not available for people. So those are the things you really need to check, guys. Like, those are the realities that you can't run away from. So guys, where's the moderator? So those are the realities that we have to face. So when you check someone like King sharing such experiences, you must always check the context that they are sharing their experience from. Not for when as a South African. Here in South Africa, we share our opinion all the time. We insult Ramaphosa, we'll tell Ramaphosa, Zuma, I don't know, Zuma is even the worst. He got the worst insult. To a point of being insulted like his penis, and no one was arrested for that. They try that in Nigeria and you will see. Thank you.
Yeah, Ibo. King, we can lie.
King. What are you saying, big boy? What are you saying?
How do we go from what's happening in the NSAS movement to ambulance? People owning personal ambulances. The senators have ambulance in their house.
Okay, since you don't know, they will school you. Yeah, they will teach you. They will tell you.
School me in what?
On what you're asking, why did you come onto the panel? Did you come to disturb progression or what? They will school you here.
you put the picture there. Why are you not putting your own problems there?
We don't have Makoko, but we wanted to put Makoko.
You don't have Shack Town. You don't have Shacks in your place.
We don't have this rubbish in our country.
You don't have Shacks in your place. You don't live in slums in South Africa.
Let's
There's
have
no
a
township in
constructive
South Africa that is floating on water.
So you don't live in slums in South Africa.
let's have a constructive conversation.
Eka, go ahead, my man.
Yeah, let's have a constructive conversation. Now, I agree with what she said to some level, especially the fact that you see a lot of senators that are able to like curtail, like they have like now this guy, our Senate president has his own personal ambulance, our vice president has his own ambulance, our president has his own ambulance, governors have their own ambulances. A lot of them carry their own personal stuff and they give themselves services that the normal Nigerian cannot even afford. It's a problem. But I feel as if she also, the situation of how there is media control here, I think she's also how should I say this now? She's making it seem worse than what it is. Yes, to some level, there's some censorship here, some things you cannot say, especially when you're a person of power. If you're a normal person, really, I can come down and insult anybody I want to insult. But
King Eater.
what?
Yes, the U.S. government have access to health care that the average Americans don't. So what is the point?
But no. The point is actually very true because a normal Nigerian, let's say a person living in the north, how many of them have access to just simple birth clinics? I'm not saying now that
When you are done, I just want to tell Big Boy, he's an African American on the panel right there, Mr. Snake. If you want to talk about America and you want facts or some direction, ask Mr. Snake. He will tell you.
okay. No, now let me just quickly round this stuff up to just finish it up because at the end of the day, listen, there's a lot of income inequality in Nigeria. We can accept that. There's a lot of disparity in wealth distribution, even here in Nigeria. I can accept that. There are lots of problems that we
in
have
South
to
Africa,
address.
black people are the highest unemployed. What are you talking? What are you talking about?
Host, please kick out this idiot, this fake American.
Black South Africa the highest unemployment rate on the continent. What are you talking about?
Unemployment rate in the continent.
Thank you, man. No, there will be sanity now in this platform, guys. King, sorry, man. As a South African, I'm worried about Nigeria. Now it gives me, I'm subject to be corrected, more perspective that why most Nigerians are comfortably in South Africa, because there it seems as if you are living in a concentration camp. You know, as I'm hearing, us here, we can insult a president even to give his head a nickname, Patanat. You know, I'm being honest. We can call our current president Cupcake. You know, these are the names you can use. You know, all of them. We can give everybody a nickname, whoever. Even a minister, we can talk about it. This is our country. We're free. But most of the time we choose to speak facts. Now, I want us to look at now. You know, a king. What I want is this. More especially, I never been in a Nigerian platform where maybe you get into platforms where there are Nigerians both in South Africa and in Nigeria. Just tell the guys that we love them, but they mustn't poison our children. You know what I mean? I won't mention the poison because it's not mentioned. It's not in the language here. They mustn't poison our children. I know there are those who are good doctors doing good jobs. Even here in Amtad, I know there are Nigerian good doctors in East London. Nigerian good doctors, they are good.
There are no good Nigerians here. All of these people are the same.
There are no
good Nigerians. Even the ones that you think that are good.
Are you in Johannesburg?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I understand. I'm in the Eastern Cape. Yeah, sorry, man. But yeah, you know, I always say here in this platform, us as South Africans, we build each other, we mold, we shape, we learn from each other. I hope you can tell these guys, can't you be good citizens when you are visitors, when you are visiting a country? Can you be good visitors? Act as such, be visitors and be good, act as such. What do I mean? Behave. Because even if they, imagine if I can go to Nigeria, as you say, the system's there, and hijack a building and become what you call a kingpin or whatever, when I hijack the building and make people to pay to me, rent while I'm not paying somewhere for them. You get what I'm saying? That is my biggest problem and my biggest issue about what they are doing. Also, imagine if I can go to your country and traffic people, not just traffic people, after I traffic people, one thing maybe I can do in that country is hijack buildings, hijack cars, and also sell powder to people. That's not right. That's not right. I think these are the things, as I can see, to me, the lifestyle in Nigeria is like a concentration camp, because you cannot talk. And imagine, the only time South Africa, yes, maybe there are instances here and there, but the worst time when soldiers were unleashed on people was during apartheid, like in massive, and they were unaliving of people, It was in apartheid years, it was wrong, and apartheid was declared a crime against humanity. Though we didn't get our reparations, we still don't have our land. You get what I'm saying? But what I'm trying to say, there are things that you Nigerians need to speak against. I don't care what, but you need to be vocal. Learn from Kenyans. Kenyans stood against Ruto. No matter what, they stood against Ruto.
Thank you so much for the advice. You know what? Thank you so much for the advice. I've heard what you said. We'll keep trying. We'll keep improving. Protest, yeah. We'll keep doing more of that. We'll keep thriving, and eventually it will work, or there will be progress at the end of the day. That's all we can do. About being good neighbors, the Nigerians over there that are not good neighbors to you, or not good, how should I say this stuff, guests in your country, I wholeheartedly apologize on their behalf. If there are any Nigerians I run into in the platform, I will tell them that you love them as I do love you. Alright, thank you very much. I need to get back to some other things I was doing, so I'm going to drop from the panel. Thank you so much, guys, for having me today.
Thank you for coming, King. Thank you. I appreciate today. Have a good day further. Thank you.
They kicked out Niger, Mali, and Burkina Faso. And now look at the progress on those three Sahel states, because they want to remain dictators and no progress and poverty in their countries. And there's one thing that we don't know about our leaders who cling in power. While they are in power doing what they are doing, our minerals are being plundered, are being plundered by foreign cartels and stuff under their nose. It's like here in our country, our minerals, they don't benefit our country while you are here in our country, which is not right, We need also here, South Africans, wake up and smell the coffee. And again, I want to tell you, the general, when he spoke, Tapelo, your mind, yes, the general who spoke in that funeral, I'm telling you, 100% behind the man. He was speaking truth to power, things that we want to hear, but people are suffering. Because the reason why South Africa in this state, we keep on voting and voting and voting, and we complain the country is deteriorating, but we keep on voting the same people. That is the description of foolishness, doing the same thing all the time and expect different results. That's my submission.
Yeah, you see, guys, I don't understand when it comes to Burkina Faso that was so behind South Africa, whereas we the most industrialized country in Africa and globally. If people don't know that, me and Lois spoke about this. What Burkina Faso did immediately after they've won the election, guys. If you see the buildings that they build, if you see the hospitals, if you see the refinery manufacturing companies that they are putting up, guys, these people at the moment, they say South Africa can't do it, but we know who's keeping us back, right? Guys, when Burkina Faso kicked out everybody that was involved in corruption and their hands on minerals, Burkina Faso right now at this moment, they are the only country in Africa that are manufacturing, that are refining, that are transforming. Guys, these people went to China, they went to Asia and went to go buy machinery that we don't even have in our mining companies. And people say that we can't have it. These people, Burkina Faso, have machines that is drilling. We don't even have it, but we are the most industrialized in Africa. I don't understand. We can do it. It's just this guy. He closed his hand. He made it an iron fist, and now, guys, even his people. Everybody knows when the army takes over. When there's a coup involved, the army takes over. Like in Zimbabwe, the people don't benefit. In Burkina Faso at this moment, it is facts. The people are benefiting. This guy, the president, Traoré, he sent 2,000 matriculants that passed matric. He sent them to Asia to go study there and to become engineers, to come work, if they graduate, to come work in their country again. So, do you want to tell me we can't do that? Everything he's doing for his people. He told his people he have set up milk factories. He has set up so many factories. There is clinics. There is clinics that these people never had. Now their people are working. He told his people that all of them are working. These people built roads in 4 months. Guys, these people built kilometers and kilometers of roads in 4 months, whereas we only build a 1 kilometer road. It takes us 16 months. And then the work stops, and then we fight, and then the monies are going missing. No, guys, man, it's only Burkina Faso at the moment now that is doing this thing right in Africa. And the country is prospering, the people are prospering, the country is advancing. These people have jobs. Their children that never had the opportunity to go study abroad to become something, they are overseas. He's sending them away. It's for free, guys. So
you know what, Tyrone? Tyrone. Sorry to interject you, bro. You know what? There's a word called willpower that derived from willingness. From the passage, there's no willingness to do that here. Why I'm saying that? First of all the guys, all in the ANC, are shareholders on those mines. They will never nationalize because they are shareholders, and they benefit from the crumbs because if you're a shareholder, maybe you have 10%, 90% is foreign owned, and in all this, they will never nationalize anything. They will never industrialize because they are shareholders on those who are benefiting. If you industrialize, we're going to lose this, but they're going to create jobs and there'll be more tax back to government. The reason why there's less tax now, they are struggling. They want to tax us more while there are no more, there are no jobs and the things are getting expensive. Is because they don't want to industrialize the country, and they will never industrialize the country. They will never industrialize it. There's no willpower because they are shareholders in all the corporates. And it's fortunate that Traore is an ex-serviceman, or he's still a serviceman. He never had the shares, and he has the best interest of the country. Imagine in 3 years he took over. Look at the state. They are debt free from France. They told France now, you're gonna buy our uranium that was making lights on in France with a price that you were selling from other countries when you extract it from us. Because Burkina Faso was getting 2 cents, if I can put it in 10 cents, from the ounce of a uranium, while France was selling it on 100 rands. You get what I'm saying? Now all those things are processed and are done in Burkina Faso. They have tractors. These guys have best interest of that country. That's a reality. Why is not happening to us here in South Africa? Yes, Tyrone, continue.
No, I agree with you.
But that's what I'm trying to say. We need, guys, somebody who has a best interest of this country. We need to vote out this ANC. That's a reality. We need to vote it out. We cannot say now, no, because I'm not happy if it got 40%. It should have been far less. We don't need them. They've done this country very wrong. Very wrong. Somebody can come in.
To say?